You and I as the Israelite have to war within yourselves and against your own fleshly lust. You have to war with worldly temptation. With all the spiritual energy you can muster, war for the kingdom of Yah.
We aim and shoot scriptural bullets at demon troops. I'm just spitting truth. Look at yourself if it's staying you. Release yourself when the lies and the doctrine you clinging to. Repenting mean the path that you walking, you see it through. That mean you gotta switch up your people, leaving the crew. That mean you gotta watch what you say and watch what you do. But until you see the truth.
Shabbat Shalom, all praises to the Most High. Thank you for joining us to war for the kingdom. We are very, very glad that you are here. We're going to get right into our lesson. The title of our lesson is Nourished from His Face. Nourished from His Face. We are living in a time where the Most High is breaking His people away from the dependency of our enemies. Food crisis, health crisis, already had a loss of identity. As the systems around us begin to crumble, Yah's calling us to return from being nourished from the face of our enemies to being nourished by His hand. When we depend on our enemies, brothers and sisters, we surrender our faith, we forfeit our destiny, you become complacent, you become comfortable in what man has built. We become dependent on what man has done. And we forget that the Almighty Father, Abiyah, He is our true source. He is our true source. So first, let's go to Matthew, the 24th chapter, and we're going to begin at the 7th verse.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 7. Mm-hmm. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines.
And that's plural. There shall be famines, meaning there is going to be a shortage of resources, not only in one pocket of the globe, but everywhere is going to feel this famine or this shortage of resource.
And pestilences.
And pestilences causing disruptions for the flow of goods and commodities. We're starting to see all of these things, are we not, come into play?
And earthquakes.
And earthquakes, read.
In diverse places.
Earthquakes in diverse places causing insurmountable damage that countries may very well never recover from economically. Read on, verse 8.
All these are the beginning of sorrow.
And these are just the beginning of sorrow. We ain't got to the major sorrow part yet. It's just the beginning of sorrow. Meaning that there's some very, very dark times ahead of us. Now, let's go to Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28, let's start at verse 43, and let's break this down.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Because first of all, the children of Israel should be above every nation, but we're not, because we disobeyed the Most High. Now these punishments have befallen us, these curses, as the Bible calls them, have came upon us, and the stranger, meaning the alien, meaning the foreigner, meaning the non-Israelite, has become very, very high above us. Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And we've become low, the second-class citizens under them. Read.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Read.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
And they did overtake us. Read.
Till thou be destroyed.
And our minds are mentally destroyed because of it. Our minds are mentally destroyed because of it. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now here's the answer right here. He's going to give us the answer. Read.
To keep his commandments.
To keep his commandments.
And his statutes.
Come on.
Which he commanded thee.
That's the answer right there. The answer for a broken people, the answer to change the mindset of a broken people is for you to obey his commandments and his statutes. That's the only way we're going to get out of the condition that we're in. Come on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
On your children forever. Come on.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Read.
For the abundance of all things.
Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Now you're going to serve your enemies, you broken people. You no longer need yokes of iron. The Emancipation Proclamation was already declared. The chains came off. The yokes came off. We don't need to lock them up anymore because they are a broken people. Their minds are broken and they are totally dependent on us. They can't do for self no more because they're broken. Take the chains off. The Negroes ain't going nowhere. The Negroes ain't going to rise up. The Negroes ain't going to do for self. They're broken. Take the yokes of iron off physically because the yokes of iron mentally is still on their mind. Verse 48 again.
Therefore, shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Come on, how are we going to serve you? Come
in
on.
hunger.
We're going to serve you in hunger. Where's my food stamps? I need my food stamps. If I don't get my food stamps, I'm going in the grocery store and I'm going to be stealing. Y'all ain't seen people? Y'all ain't seen that? If you don't give me my food stamps, I'm going to steal. That's what broken people say. That's what a broken mindset do. I'm going to steal me some good steaks and some lobsters too. And all the crabs you can eat. Read it again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send thee, send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
In nakedness, because we're people that love to dress good and to look good, but we don't own no textiles. We don't own no cotton fields. We don't own nothing to grow and begin to mill and grow and make our own clothing. We don't do that. We just go work for somebody else and buy some clothes with their name on it. And one of all things, hunger for food, thirst for drink, the nakedness for clothing to cover our body. And we'll pay hundreds of dollars. I mean hundreds of dollars to put your enemy's name on your clothes. Yeah. But put your enemy's name on your feet. You so broken, you'll pay hundreds of dollars for that. But let Sister Kai make a fully cotton garment, $65 for that. Pay $1,000 for jeans to make somebody. I just seen a designer the other day that mimicked slavery. Did y'all see that? It was a famous designer, and he had slaves in there with his clothes, serving everybody his clothes. It just happened a few days ago. I can't think of his name. If somebody knows his name, somebody put that in the chat if you know his name. In hunger, in nakedness, watch this, read.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things, everything you can ask for or think of, your enemy got for you. And you got to go to your enemy for it. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
And he hath destroyed us, mentally destroyed us. But the Most High's divine plan is to shift his people from dependency from their oppressors to full reliance on the Most High. Sometimes and very often we have become too comfortable in our captivity. So the Most High has to apply pressure. Pressure got to be applied in order for you to realize that I need the Most High. Lamentations 4:17.
And it reads, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Come on.
And our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We watched for a nation that could not save us. The United States is facing economic turmoil, have health issues, including persistent inflation, a weakening labor market, rising unemployment, unaffordability, and inaccessibility of health care, and other major concerns, including a very real drug addiction in America that's not really talked about, chronic disease that heavily affects our community, and homelessness. Yahweh only hears, and I want you to hear this, because we missed this part. Yahweh, the Most High, only hears our cry in our bondage. I'm going to prove it to you in scripture. He hears our cry when there is hard bondage. Exodus 2:23. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, and verse 23. And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage.
We sighed by reason of bondage, meaning we complained, we was miserable by reason of the bondage that we were in, the captivity was in. But a lot of us today don't understand that we're in captivity. That's what makes you so mentally destroyed, is you don't recognize that you're in bondage. Read.
And they cried. And their cry came up unto God by reason of the bondage.
Their cry came up to the Most High by reason of the bondage. Come on.
And God heard their groaning.
And he what?
And God heard their groaning.
He heard their sigh, their groaning. Come on.
And God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob.
Come on.
And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them.
I have respect for the children of Israel, because these is the folks I said that was going to be on top. But they're on the bottom. These are broken people. So I must send a deliverer to save them out of their bondage. That's the same thing that's going to happen today. A lot of us haven't realized that we're in bondage. So the pressure has to be applied. I got to take away your free health care. I got to take away your food stamps. I got to take away your livelihood, your Section 8. I got to take away all of these things. I got to take that away from you for you to say, Lord, help me. I'm in bondage. I'm in captivity. In order for us to draw nearer to him and to one another. Because you can front all day on social media. How many of you people know that the social media is one big front? Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I got. Oh, look at me. Uh-oh. What? I'm doing it big. I'm balling. Deliverance comes through hard bondage. 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter.
And it reads,
15:10.
And it reads, Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
Come on.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
So this is after that Egypt. So this is talking about another Egypt right here. This is talking about another land of bondage right here, another place of bondage. And there's a remnant of us that have to have this particular mindset in this place of bondage. Let me show you the difference between the two sets of minds. Let's go to Jeremiah 17 and 5.
Let's look at Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
Cursed be the man that trusteth in man. Read.
And maketh flesh his arm.
And maketh flesh his arm. Come on.
In whose heart departeth from the Lord.
And whose mind is depart from the Most High. This verse describes the mindset that the Most High is calling his people to today. The flesh represents human strength. It also represents human wisdom. The flesh represents worldly dependence. The man who maketh flesh his arm, he depends upon what's limited, what's weak, what's temporary. Read the verse again, Jeremiah 17 and 5.
And it reads, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
The trust in man, come on.
And maketh flesh his arm.
And maketh flesh his arm. Meaning he's leaning on people, governments, institutions, for only what the Most High can give. He's replacing his faith in the Spirit with faith in the flesh when you make your arm, when you make flesh your arm. Because your arm represents your strength. Your arm represents your power. But you trust in man. You give man your power. You give man your strength. You give man your faith. Let's go to Ephesians now. That's the destroyed mind, brothers and sisters. That's the destroyed mind. Ephesians 6 and 11.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and 11.
Come on, but this is the renewed mind here. Come on.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
So standing against the wiles of the devil is mental preparation. It is the ability to strategically practice for the ensnaring deception of our enemies. This is the renewed mind. Verse 12.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
The renewed mind recognize that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. Read.
But against principalities.
Come on.
Against powers. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Of this world. Read.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places. The wicked are in rulership of this world. Verse 13.
Wherefore, take upon you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
Come on.
And having done all, to stand.
Read.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about.
You mean these laws. Stand therefore, keep these laws. Having your loins girt about me, keep these laws. Come on.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness means take on this wisdom. This is how you come out of that destroyed mind. This is how you begin the process of coming out of that destroyed mind. I'm keeping the laws of the Most High, and I'm taking on the wisdom of the Most High. I no longer make flesh my arm, my strength, my power, but I turn to Yah's laws, wisdom, understanding, and his spirit. The breastplate, brothers and sisters, serves as protection from some of the most important parts in your body. Underneath the breastplate is the heart, the lungs, and other organs necessary for life and essential to life. Wisdom preserves that. Wisdom is what preserves that. Now, a spiritual fight, brothers and sisters, will oftentimes manifest itself into a physical assault because of the conception of this, because of its conception, brothers and sisters, it starts in the mind, right? Starts in your mind. And the seed of what that lust is, or the seed of what that breaking of the Most High laws is allowed to fester in your mind. It stays there, and it's festering, and it's building, and it's growing. And then when it grows and it becomes no longer a war within your members, guess what? You've been overcame. Because it no longer has to grow, because you let it sit there, and it festered, and it grown, and it manifested outside of your mind because in your mind you're saying, I wonder what happened if I touch that. I wonder if I touch that. What happened if I touch it? That's in your mind. That's the seed in your mind. Then if you don't do something about that, it's in your mind, it grows, and it manifests, and it grows, and it manifests. And then you can say, let me just touch it one. Ain't that happened? Maybe I can touch it again. You understand what I'm saying? Then you touch it again. Maybe I wonder what would happen if I pick it up. Think I can pick it up? That's in your mind. You understand what I'm saying? I wonder if I can pick it up. And you pick it up. Wow, that was easy. Nobody seen me? Nobody saying nothing? Nothing happened? Well, I can put it in my mouth. You see how it was growing? And it's manifesting? It started off as a thought. Then it became a drive. Then that lust became a hunger. And then it actually physically manifested itself. And now you've been overcame. And you'll turn around and say, how did I get here? How did I get here? It started off as a seed. That spiritual fight needs to be fed just a little bit. Let me tell you something. Things grow like this as well. This is a seed. Somebody can say something to you. You might not even be thinking about it that way. But someone can say, whisper something to you, and that thing will stay with you. You might not know that it's there, but that thing stuck there, it has stayed there, and all it needs now is to be watered for it to grow inside you. That's why you got to watch your conversations. People say, it don't take all that. It takes that and more. It takes that and more, because it is something to turn you just like that. You'll be back in the world just like that. You'll be not believing just like that. We've seen it done. In this assembly, we seen it done. People strong in the Lord, in the power of their might. Now they're back in the world and don't know why. Seriously. Or I'm gun ho. I'm fighting for this truth. I'm everything in this truth. And now, what happened to so-and-so? Last I heard, they was back in the world. They said they don't know what they could believe. Ephesians 6 and 15.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 15. And your foot showed with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Mm-hmm. Above all, taking the shield of faith, mm-hmm, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts, mm-hmm, of the wicked.
The fiery darts of the wicked is that procedure, that process, that system of operation, the method, the technique to bring about the destruction of the children of Israel. That's a fiery dart. Satan desired to sift you as wheat. Satan wants you out of here. Satan wants to take you down. He got a job to do. And you got a job to do. You got a job to say, for Yah I live and for Yah I die. Nothing's going to take me out. Not a woman, not children, not a job, not friends, not family. For Yah I live and for Yah I die. You need the whole armor to stand against the wiles of the devil. Not only to keep us safe, but also to multiply us, brothers and sisters, in the face of those who will oppress us. You nourished in the face of your enemy, you need to be nourished in the hand of Yah. Get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10.
And verse 9.
I hope this lesson is encouraging y'all. I hope it is. Wisdom of Solomon 10, chapter 9. Watch this. This is what wisdom does.
But wisdom delivered from pain those that attended her upon her.
So wisdom delivers you from pain. Those that attend upon her. If you look towards wisdom, if you engage in the practice of wisdom, how do you engage in the practice of wisdom? By keeping Yah's law, statutes, commandments on your mind. By meditating upon his word day and night. Read.
When the righteous fled from his brother's wrath, she guided him in right paths.
This is an example the preacher is giving now. This is Solomon, you know they call Solomon the preacher, right? This is the example the preacher is giving now. He said, when the righteous fled his brother's wrath, she guided him in the right paths. Wisdom teaches you what you need to do when you are in trouble. You understand? When you are in trouble, only wisdom teaches you. Read on.
Shewed him the kingdom of God, and gave him knowledge of holy things.
Come on.
Made him rich in his travels.
Read.
And multiplied the fruits of his labors.
And multiplied the fruits of his labors. Verse 11.
And the covetousness of such as oppressed him, she stood by him.
Watch this.
And made him rich.
And made him rich. Watch this, verse 12.
She defended him from his enemies.
Wisdom defended him from his enemies. Come on.
And kept him safe from those that lay in wait.
And wisdom keeps us safe from those that lie in wait. Read.
And in a sore conflict, she gave him the victory.
Gave him the victory. Read.
That we might know that goodness is stronger than all.
Wisdom helps us, brothers and sisters, recognize those entities that wants to destroy us and those that lie and wait to destroy us. But the unwise, because we're dealing with two mindsets here, the unwise take counsel from fools. And that's the complete opposite. Because the Bible teaches us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. And in all of our ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct our path. Let's get Isaiah 30 and 1. Because we have always had a great number of Israelites who have trusted in man, trusted they flesh their arms, who always love to be nourished by the enemy. Malcolm X used to say, was it Malcolm X? Yeah, it was Malcolm X that said in one of his speeches, he said, he talked about the house Negro and the field Negro. He said the house Negro will say to the field, the slave field Negro will say to the house Negro, come on, let's get away from this cruel master. And the field Negro was saying, why? What's cruel about this master? The house Negro, He felt good about the master. The field Negro did. Two mindsets we're dealing with when we're talking about a destroyed people. And one of the funniest house Negroes I ever seen was played by Samuel L. Jackson. His name was Steven, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, Steven. Yeah. Who's that nigga on that line? He's gonna go in there and make the bed up for that nigga right there. We're gonna have to burn the sheets. Nigga on that man. That was one of the funniest house Negroes ever in any movie or play or anywhere else. All right. What I say? Isaiah, right?
Isaiah 30.
Isaiah 30 and verse 1.
And it reads, Woe to rebellious children, saith the Lord. Take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that may add sin to sin.
So what is the prophet talking about? Taking counsel, right? Not of me. Taking counsel not of me means they sought not the advice, my advice, but they sought the advice of men, of mankind. They look forward to being they sought the advice of their kings or their presidents or their politicians or false prophets rather than through the redemptive word of the Most High. And they covered themselves not with the covering of the Most High, not of the Spirit of the Most High. So they covered themselves under a sense of false protection. So what am I talking about? Many people are invested in what they believe that the United States of America can do for them. But as soon as they get ready to snatch what you think is yours, well, if they can take something from you, first of all, it's not yours. You don't own that if they can take it from you. I own land, right? But let me not pay my taxes on the land. Oh. They're going to come and say, this land not yours, you know that, right? When you have something, it's yours. But they give you in this country, they give you a false sense of ownership. Everything is a lie. It's shrouded in a lie. You understand what I'm saying? Is you? Oh, I own this. No, don't pay taxes on it. Yeah, don't pay taxes on it. They coming to get it. So covering with a covering, but not with my spirit, represents a false sense of protection. And as a result, they add sin to sin, meaning they add disobedience, breaking God's laws, with distrust or mistrust of the Most High. Well, Isaiah 30 and 2.
So Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
From what?
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Trust in the shadow of your you trust in the shadow of your bondage. Verse 3.
Therefore, shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Your confusion. Jeremiah 2 and 13. Jeremiah 2 and 13.
Let's look at Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 13. For my people have committed two evils.
What two evils have they committed, Jeremiah?
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters.
You've forsaken my wisdom. Come on.
And hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water.
Distrust of the Most High and disregard for what He has said. They committed these two evils. They've forsaken the living water or the wisdom of the Most High. They've forsaken that through their disobedience, meaning they didn't accept the wisdom of the Most High. And they have hewed out for themselves cisterns, broken cisterns, meaning they made plans that had holes in it. That stuff ain't gonna work. It can't hold water. They made plans for themselves that ain't gonna work. Let's go to Second Esdras now. Second Esdras. Well, we was at Second Esdras earlier, wasn't we?
Sure.
Let's go to Second Esdras 15 and 11. 15 and 11.
And it reads,
This is why your well-laden plans is not going to work. Come on.
but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues.
And smite Egypt, the place of bondage, with plagues. Egypt is always going to represent in the scriptures the place of bondage. It's going to represent the place of bondage. Right? So let's read it again.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand
Come on.
and a stretched out arm,
Come on.
and smite Egypt with plagues.
With plagues. Read.
As before.
Like I did in the first physical Egypt. Like I did in the first physical Egypt. Read.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
And I'm going to destroy all the land thereof. Verse 12.
Egypt shall mourn,
Mm-hmm.
and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it.
That's what's happening in America today, brothers and sisters. That's what's happening in America today. Read on.
That they till the ground shall mourn. They that till the ground shall mourn.
They that pay close attention to verse 13. Read it again.
They that till the ground shall mourn.
Uh-huh.
For their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail.
Come on.
And with a fearful constellation.
So what is the prophet talking about? They that till the ground shall mourn. Why are they mourning as they till the ground? Because they won't be able to grow food. Because there's famine and the damage of crops because of what is coming from the sky. And the constellations, meaning the fearful constellations, meaning the sun and the moon is uncooperative with the process of growing food. So why is that? The sun and the moon have always in the wind, the sun, the moon, the wind, the rain has always been in cooperation with one another in terms of growing food. Why now? What's the difference now? You take a seed, you put it in the ground, you put some water on it, the sun comes out, the sun shines on it, it begins to sprout and grow. The sun goes down, the moon gives its energy to the growth of the plant grows and survives, and you can feed yourself from that plant. This prophecy here says that the ground is tilled and nothing is growing because the constellations are uncooperative with the seeds. What's happening here? Let's get this article real quick. We'll see. We're going to see what's happening here. Where's this article from?
This article is from the FDA.gov.
Mm-hmm.
It's called GMO Crops, Animal Food, and Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Am I eating foods that come from GMO crops?
You most certainly are. We're eating from the grocery stores. We are most certainly are eating GMO foods. Read.
It is very likely you are eating foods and food products that are made with ingredients that come from GMO crops.
Uh-huh.
Many GMO crops are used to make ingredients that Americans eat, such as cornstarch, corn syrup, corn oil, soybean oil, canola oil, or granulated sugar.
Mm-hmm.
A few fresh fruit and vegetables are available in GMO varieties, including potatoes, summer squash, apples, papayas, and pink pineapples. Although GMOs are in a lot of foods we eat, most of the GMO crops grown in the United States are used for animal feed.
Do y'all believe that?
No.
Do y'all believe that most, although GMO crops are grown, that most of them are used, most of it is used for animal feed? No, not at all. So are you telling me that animals are eating squash and apples and papayas and grapefruit? Read on.
To make it easier for consumers to know if the foods that eat contain GMO ingredients, the U.S. Department of Agriculture maintains a list of bioengineered foods.
Of what?
Bioengineered foods.
Bioengineered foods, read.
Available throughout the world.
Come on.
Additionally, you will start seeing the bioengineered label on some of the foods we eat because of the new National Bioengineered Food Disclosure Standards.
So a lot of the foods that are in the grocery stores are bioengineered. That's why when they till the ground, they're going to mourn. These seeds are no good. These seeds don't work. I can't grow food properly because the sun, moon, and stars and the rain are uncooperative, doesn't cooperate with this. You understand? This is no longer a natural process. It doesn't work anymore. Not only is the crops being destroyed because of climate change, but it's also being destroyed because the GMO seeds that are being grown and put out there that many people are using to grow crops is uncooperative with the constellations. That's what the prophet was saying here. Verse 14. Let's go to verse 14. Second Ezra 15 and 14.
And it reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another,
Come on,
and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men."
And we're starting to see that the sedition of men. Come on,
"And invading one another.
Come on,
They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Come on.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able."
Are we seeing this? Are we seeing this? What has President Trump started to do or wants to do in every major city? He want to use what?
The military.
The military, right? Come on.
"For because of their pride."
Because of their pride, come on.
"The cities shall be troubled."
Read it again.
"For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled."
The cities are going to be troubled. Come on.
"The houses shall be destroyed. And men shall be afraid."
And men shall be afraid. Verse 19.
"A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor."
You have no love for your brethren, none for your neighbor. Come on.
"But shall destroy their houses with the sword."
And shall destroy their house with the sword. What that mean? Tat, rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. Destroy your houses with the sword. Come on.
"And spoil their goods."
And spoil their goods. They're going to come in and take what you got. Come on.
"Because of the lack of bread."
Because of the what? Why is he doing this?
"Because of the lack of bread."
Because of the lack of bread. A fearful constellation. There's no food. So that little light thing we seen was, I ain't got no food stamps. I'm running up in the grocery store. Let it persist long enough, and they'll be coming at your house, at your door. You know, I thought I smelled chicken over there. I'm coming in. Brothers and sisters, that's why we need one another. That's why you have heard me on consistently teaching that we need one another. We need to love one another. We need to trust one another. We need to build together. We need to grow together. We can't wait till we get to a point where it's an emergency. And now I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't know if I can let you in here. You understand what I'm saying? I already know I trust this person. You understand what I'm saying? I trust this person. Let him in. You understand? That's why we got to build and formulate relationships with one another before we get here. Because this is coming. This is coming. Let's go to Romans 8 and 9. Because you got to be able to see this. Romans 8 and 9.
And it reads, But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you.
Come on.
Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ,
Come on.
he is none of us.
He is what?
He is none of us.
He is none
of his. My bad.
He is none of his. He is none of his. But you're right. He's none of us. If you don't have the Spirit of Christ on you, then you ain't a part of us. You understand that? I don't care what you look like, but I look like you. Yes. And Korah looked like Moses. He gave him hell too, didn't he? Yeah. So we're not looking at your flesh. We're watching your spirit. You ain't of the same spirit. You got to have the same spirit of the Messiah. That same spirit got to be the same spirit that's in you. You have to have the same like-minded spirit. You know. And then we have to start to do what our forefathers did in captivity. Now is the time. We can't continue to be nourished from the face of our enemies. We have to be nourished from the hand of our Father. Ezra, let's go to Ezra 6:21.
The book of Ezra, chapter 6, verse 21. And the children of Israel, which were come again out of captivity, and all such had separated themselves unto them from the filthiness of the heathen of the land.
Come on.
To seek the Lord God of Israel. Come on. Did eat.
They ate the Passover together because we learned to love one another. We separated ourselves from the impurity of this world. And we learned one another. We began to grow together. We sought the Most High together. Go to Nehemiah 13:3.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, and verse 3.
Come on.
Now it came to pass, when they have heard the law.
When we heard the law, read.
That they separated from Israel all the mixed multitude.
That's right. When we heard the law, we separated ourselves. Oh, that's it. We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to be gelling together. We're supposed to be working together. Hebrews 7:26. I'm just showing you examples. I'm giving you example after example how our forefathers came together. Hebrews 7:26.
And it reads, for such an high priest become us, who is holy, harmless,
read.
undefiled,
read.
Separate from sinners.
Separate from what?
From sinners.
From those that disobey. So even in our various assemblies, we separated from the sinner. You sinning, okay, you go over there. Even in our nation, we've done that. Just because you of our nation, it doesn't mean that you get to jail over here because you said it. You said it. You understand what I'm saying? You said it. So if you sinning until the sin stop, come on back when the sin stop. But we have to learn to separate ourselves from the sinner. And be the light. Be the light. For our brothers. Is that it on 26, verse 26?
And made higher than the heavens.
Made higher than the heavens. We have to learn to begin to do our own things. It's necessary for our survival. We always live separate from our enemies in our captivities. We have to learn to do for our own. Let me go back to Isaiah, but this time I don't want 30, I want 31. Go to the next chapter. We're almost finished here.
Isaiah chapter 31.
And verse 1.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
And you go to that place of bondage for help. That's a terrible mindset. Come on.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong.
Read.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
Come on.
Neither seek the Lord.
Neither seek the Lord. Read.
Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers.
Come on.
And against the help of them that work iniquity.
Now, verse 3 is going to explain verse 1 and 2. Read.
Now the Egyptians are men.
The Egyptians are who?
Are men.
Are men. Come on.
and not God.
And not God. Come on.
And their horses flesh.
And their horses just flesh. Why are you intimidated by that? Why should we be intimidated by America? Right? They're just men. They're just flesh. Read.
And not spirit.
Mm-hmm.
When the Lord shall stretch out his hand,
Mm-hmm.
both he that helpeth shall fall.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
And he that is holding
Mm-hmm.
shall fall down.
Read on.
And they all shall fail together.
They're all going to fail together. All going to fail together. Let's go to Luke. Luke 21. We're almost done. We're done here. Luke 21 and 36.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 36.
Come on.
Watch ye therefore,
Mm-hmm.
and pray always,
Come on.
that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to
That
pass.
you may be accounted worthy to escape everything that's coming to pass. Come on.
And to stand before the Son of Man.
And to stand before the Son of Man. Watch, brothers and sisters. Pray, brothers and sisters. To watch is an act of observing intently observing over a period of time. It's how we use caution, restraint, exercising the care of what we see and knowledge to gain from that. It helps us what we see to learn from it, our experience, our knowledge of it, our preparation, because that's what's key. All praises to the Most High.
All praises.
Now, Yah's not stripping away every false support system. He is now stripping away every false support system that keeps his people enslaved. Even the comforts we thought were a blessing. When the system of Babylon fall, his people will learn again to live by his word, by his provision, and by his spirit. He's moving us from a form of dependency upon Egypt, the house of bondage, and to a place of kingdom provision. The fear of lack is faith in abundance. Yah is not pushing us. He's preparing us. He's not punishing us, but he's preparing us to stand as an independent nation and an independent people of the Most High. He is pushing us not to be nourished by the face of our enemies, but by the hand of our Father. So all praises to the Most High. Let's give the Most High a hand. We're going to leave it right there. Y'all bless you, heaven smile upon you, and give you peace. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
You and I as the Israelite, have to war within yourselves and against your own fleshly lust. You have to war with worldly temptation. With all the spiritual energy you can muster, war for the kingdom of Yah. We aim and shoot scriptural bullets at demon troops. I'm just spitting truth. Look at yourself if it's staying in you. Release yourself from the lies and the doctrine you clinging to. Repenting mean the path that you walk and you see it through. That mean you gotta switch up your people leaving the crew. That mean you gotta watch what you say and watch what you do. But until you see the truth.